What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? I'm chilling here, just hanging out. Just got a few things going on right now. Got a few plans ready for the new year. Working on some new projects. A few things that I just finished. I just finished a new helmet that I'm going to be debuting on Saturday. So it should be awesome. At least I hope it's awesome. I hope you guys love it. I love it. It's something that people have asked me to make, and I've made several of these on occasion, but I haven't really made a YouTube video of this one, so it's the first time I'm making a YouTube video of this one, and I hope that you guys really enjoy it. I worked hard on this one. I wanted to make it nice. I wanted to make it look pristine. It only took me, a few days to pull this off, not including the print time. Obviously, not including the print time. So, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I'm just waiting to see if anybody is going to be here. I'm just waiting. What the finale? I wonder where everybody is at. I sent a tweet. I don't know where everybody is at. It's very weird. It's very weird. I don't know where everybody's at. I'm gonna just send out another message to see where everybody is. Got to see, got to see. Maybe they forgot, Hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. All right, I see somebody here. I don't know who it is because it doesn't give me a name unless. Let's see. Hey, Matt. It's been a while. I haven't seen you here in quite a while. I haven't. I don't know if you know this. I actually did do a gaming stream. It was kind of late at night, but it's all good. It's all good because I was just playing the one-shot 30-minute demo for Resident Evil 2, the remake. Gotta say, I love it. I loved it a lot, and can't wait till the new one. Hopefully, I can get it. So, fingers crossed for that one. Fingers crossed. So, easy peasy, 1, 2, 3, easy. And then I am sure if I do get it, and I get it since it is about 6 days before my birthday, I'll do a live gaming stream on Twitch playing it. Obviously, I'm not going to go through the whole game in one shot. That's insanity. There's no way to beat that game in one shot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure either people weren't home or they were in sleep because when I did the live stream, it was like past midnight, and where you live, it was even later because you have such a late night. I don't even know. I think you're like midnight over here is like 4 o'clock over there where you live. So obviously, it wasn't the best time to go streaming, but I wanted to play the game. And it was an awesome experience. I had a little bit of flashbacks of when I played Resident Evil the first time. So, yeah, it was good. It was awesome. I enjoyed it a lot. So, a lot of things are coming up. A lot of things I'm working on right now. What up, the Black Panther? Wakanda forever. You're going to crack down in the middle. What's your suggestion? So yeah, I got a few things in the work. Kate, she's late, Kate, but It was her fate to be here. Too much rhymes, too many rhymes. But yeah, I got a few things in the works. And there is a helmet that I'm gonna be working on. I'm gonna be making a video of it, and I don't know if I should talk about it now. I think I want to wait till there's probably more people here on the live stream before I announce it, because if I announce it now, then some people show up later and they're not gonna be here. They're not gonna know what I'm talking about, and then I'm gonna have to explain it all over again, which is not a bad thing. But I like to get everybody in here all at once. Let's see. Hello, Oscar. I was just coming off another live stream to yours. You just love your live streams, Kate. Oh, I'm doing good. I am doing fine. Things are rough. Things are rough all around. But I try not to let them get me down. You know, if I let them get me down, they defeat me. They defeat me. I'm not gonna let that. I'm not gonna let that. Like one wise YouTuber once said, "Live a little. You gotta live a little." So I'm trying to do that. That's why I'm doing YouTube. Living a little, because I was shy at first. Didn't want to do it. Didn't think people would enjoy my content or seeing me on camera. But hey, you do it. You live. You try. If you don't try, you don't succeed. I tweeted out your live stream. Oh, well, I hope there are more people that join us. I gotta say, guys, I don't know if a lot of you guys know about this, but not one of those emergency alerts. The testing ones. I hate those things, man. They scare the crap out of you. Uh, Hold on, somebody just sent me a message. Hold on, let's see. All right, where was I? Where was I? Oh yeah. So, not just the other day. Just the other day, I was watching YouTube, as I tend to do most of the time. I tend to do that. Not the majority of the time, really. So I'm watching this YouTube channel called MMPR Toys. Basically, they do reviews of Power Ranger toys, Power Rangers merchandise, and everything. And they also have an interesting vlog channel, divided as one, I think it's called. I'm really bad with that name. I don't know why. Sometimes it just I just say Bruno and Mia. And I watched their video. I go to the end of the video. I leave a comment. I loved it. All of a sudden, not even like a minute later, I get a reply back from them saying, "Oh, it's so funny. I was just watching your Pink Slayer video. Great work." I'm like, dude. I was like, I'm watching their video and they're watching mine at the same time, and I gotta say that felt nice. Hey, it's Steph. What's up, Steph? How you doing? Hey, and guys, don't forget to smash that like button. We got 7 people here. We only have 2 thumbs up. We need more. We need more. Share that love, guys. Share the love. Smash it. Just come on. Smash it. Break the button. Break it. So yeah. And I gotta say, yeah, I agree, Black Panther. That is an awesome channel. I love it. And if you haven't checked out their vlog channel, I would suggest check it out. Bruno is actually a very funny guy. He's really funny. So I look forward to seeing more of his of their videos, and his little thing with his wife Mia. It was like Team Mia. I like Bruno, but Mia always it's like really fun how she kind of portrays she beats him up and she wins the battles every time. So yeah. Hold on. Yeah. So, your pink Slayer helmet was more phenomenal. Well, thank you. Thanks. I appreciate that. You know, I gotta say, it's actually one of my favorites. And the way the clear coat came, the lacquer on that helmet came out, oh my God. I was so surprised that it came out so shiny because I used the same lacquer on on this guy right here. I used the same lacquer on that guy. And it didn't get the same shine. I don't know if I didn't do enough coats, but it didn't give me the same shine. I probably give it another passing of lacquer on this one, just to get that nice shiny gloss finish, like a new car. You know, nothing better than a Power Ranger helmet that is as shiny as a new car. So I'm gonna see about that. So right now I'm actually working on another helmet. I haven't really started it yet. It's a 3D print that's been actually sitting in storage in so-called guest bedroom, I guess you would want to call it. Beat Buster Red. Beat Buster Red. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I gotta going to eat. I'll be back. All right. Enjoy your food. Enjoy the food, guy. Enjoy the food. I'll be here. And Steph is here. She's outside my window as always. I don't know why she doesn't knock on the door. I don't know why she doesn't knock on the door. She wants to, you know, if you want to come in, knock on the door. I'll open it up. I'll offer you a coffee, you know, a biscuit, a muffin. I don't know. Got to be better than sitting in the dirt outside my window. I don't know. So I'm going to show you guys two helmets that I have. One I'm obviously not going to work on because it's for somebody else. It's been sitting here for a while, and I don't know how long it's going to be sitting here. It's probably going to be a good while till it goes to its final destination. No pun intended. Good evening to everyone from whatever part of the world you might be watching from. I shouldn't have to knock. Well, if you don't knock, how am I going to know you're there? It's not like I can sense you. I don't have mystical powers to sense people. What up, James? I hope you're having a good day or a good night or wherever it is that you're located right now. So I hope everything is good. Everything is good. So, you know, one of the helmets that I got right here, I know you guys know who this is. This is one of the helmets I have here. It's been sitting here for quite a while. I did show it to you guys in a previous stream, I think. I think I showed it off in the first stream. This is the Lord Draken helmet made by 3D Command Center. This is actually a commission design that I asked him for. Before I was doing 3D printing, I was doing Pepakura. I don't know if you guys know that. It's that 3D folding program where you basically have paper patterns, cut them up, glue them together, and then resin and Bondo and fiberglass. So after a while, he actually did finally have a 3D printed version of it. So this one was actually printed for him because as a favor and a thank you, I printed one for him. But it's still here right now because he lives far. He's in Peru. So shipping is expensive. Shipping is expensive anywhere out of the continental U.S. So obviously this is going to stay this way. I'm not going to be finishing this one at all. But there is another one that I have here. And I actually got this one a long time ago also, and I got it on Etsy. And it actually comes in a few pieces. So this is actually another Lord Draken helmet. So this is another one. This actually also is 3D printed. This one actually printed in one solid piece. I actually printed it upside down. So imagine supports here all the way up on it here and everything, and some on the side. So the top is kind of messy, but not too much. Any of that can actually be covered with Bondo. So the good thing about this one, I know you guys are probably, where's the crown? So like I said, it comes out in it's in several pieces. So we got the crown here, and then we have the uh, centerpiece right here. So the good thing is it is removable, and I think if I can, I'll probably put a magnet here and a magnet right here, to that way they can come on and off, and then probably magnets on the inside right here. That way, make it easier for travel. So how you are when you're like you have helmets like this and you got freaking horns sticking out. You feel like if you take it onto the plane and you package it, you think you're gonna arrive and it's gonna be broken, which is the majority of the time. Any cosplayer knows, half the time when we take our props with us to conventions, majority of the time a piece is broken, a part has snapped off, a piece is missing. I don't know how that happens, but it does happen. So, I'd rather have the pieces nice and separate. It makes things a lot easier. And working with magnets, it makes things more easier. Because come on, all you got to do is put the helmet on, stick the crown on like that with the magnets, then stick on the little jewel. And remember, you need like strong magnets. We're not talking like those little plastic black ceramic ones that only hold for like a good 5 seconds, and just one little like that with your finger and you knock it right off. Well, everybody just went quiet. Why is everybody quiet now? Come on, guys. This is a live chat. So you guys got to talk. I know you're like I don't know if you're mesmerized by my hair. My hair is looking stylish today. I actually cut this thing last night. And so, I actually cut my own hair. I cut my own hair. I haven't gone to a barber since I was 17. So I haven't cut my hair since I was 17. So, I haven't gotten it by a barber, but I've been cutting it myself since I was 17. So imagine trying to cut the back of it and you're like, and you're not even using the mirror. I've done this for like so many years, yet I only made myself bald once. You were telling us a story. So yeah, we were attentively listening with oh no, you guys can interject. I don't mind if you interject, because it's all about you guys. It's all about you guys, I love, you guys can talk together. You can just ask me anything you want. You need a haircut, Steph? I wouldn't know, because I don't know how long or short your hair is at the given moment. Man, been up for 48 hours straight. The last time I was up for 48 hours straight, I remember on the 48th hour I went out and I didn't realize I put on one sneaker and one boot and went out the door for the day. Literally, I'm walking the streets, doing what I had to do. I had to take a test, and I'm wearing one black sneaker and one combat boot. And before you guys are wondering how did I mix up the two, it was early in the morning. It was 6 a.m. I was in the room. It was dark. I was tired because I was studying relentlessly through the whole night. And wouldn't you know it, when I got to the classroom, I put my head down on my desk for a little while because I was so tired, looked at my shoes and realized what I had done. And you have no idea how embarrassing that is to go somewhere and then realize you're basically wearing Punky Brewster style shoes, a sneaker and a boot, regardless of being the same color, and then having to go out on break between the tests because they told me, oh, we're going to take about a half-hour break, but you can't stay in the classroom. You actually got to go outside. and I got to go outside and, basically in a shoe and a sneaker in front of people I don't know. And so I'm like walking like this the whole day. I'm walking like this up and down the street so nobody notices the difference in my shoes, or at least hoping nobody notices the difference between in my shoes. Yes, and the good old sleepless nights of studying for exams the next day. Yeah. Yep. Sucks. I haven't had to deal with that for years. Thank God. I do miss school, but I don't miss that part of school. The late nights of studying. I don't miss that. All right. So we have 6 people here. That's usually the amount I have in these live streams. There's not really that many people interested in me. But yeah, I ended up getting a commission not too long ago for a new helmet, which I'm actually gonna make a video for you guys. I'm gonna make a video of this helmet, and it's a helmet that nobody has made yet. It's fairly new. It's a new character, and the character I'm actually talking about is the Deca Ranger. That's right, guys. The Deca Ranger helmet. I'm finally gonna be able to make it. It was commissioned by somebody I know, and I'm gonna be making it. I ordered the materials for this helmet. The 3D printing materials should be arriving tomorrow. Well, at least that's what Amazon told me. And they told me guaranteed tomorrow. Guaranteed. I'm not holding my breath because it didn't leave till yesterday, and I ordered it about a week ago. So if I don't get it tomorrow, they're going to hear me. They're going to feel my wrath. I'm going to whine. I'm going to cry. I'm going to throw a fit. Maybe not. But regardless, I will send them a message and see what they can do for me, because, you order something and you expect it to get there at a specific time when you need it, and you don't get it. And then if you're on a schedule for a specific thing, then you're like, crap. Like me, if I want to get this helmet done and to you guys by next Saturday, because I've been able to finish these helmets within a week. That's kind of a rare thing. I don't know how many people can actually finish a helmet between 3 to 7 days, or less, because the new helmet I have for this Saturday only took me 3 days. I just finished it today. So that is awesome. Say I'm going to roar and it won't be pleasant. Are you Katy Perry? Are you Katy Perry? And you're gonna hear me roar. That's great. I'm so happy. Wait. Yes, good. That's great news. Sick. I once went to the doctor's the day before and requested a medical certificate to avoid a Japanese exam at university at 9 a.m. Got to the exam a week later at 1:30 in the afternoon. The only time I did something similar to that was when I was about in 2nd grade, and I rubbed my eye so bad that it turned red. So when I went to class, the kids thought I had pink eye. I know that's like a gross thing to make people think that you have, but it was like I didn't want to go to school that day. I didn't want to go to school. I just rubbed my eye and made it look like I had pink eye, and I had to keep rubbing it for it to stay red. Like, they sent me to the nurse's office. I don't know what degree the nurse had to even believe I had pink eye, because you think about it now, I was like, she should have checked my eye and should have known that I did not have pink eye. I don't know. But yeah, it's like I did that. I rubbed it. And my mom picked me up, and so did my dad. They realized, like, about an hour after they picked me up, my eye was healed. So they caught me out in my little lie. But they couldn't do nothing to me because it was my birthday. It was my birthday, so they couldn't punish me. They didn't want to punish me for not wanting to go to school on my birthday. Since my two brothers have birthdays during holidays, so I'm like the only one that has to go to school on my birthday. That's no fair. That is no fair. Let's see. You are the first one I have seen who has completed helmets in a short amount of time. Most other prop makers, on average, take about 6 months at the shortest amount of time to complete a helmet. Infections are awful, dude. Yes, I know they're awful. I've had infections in the eye. Never pink eye. Never had pink eye at all. And yeah, I'm surprised at myself that I've been able to finish helmets in such a short amount of time. When I first started doing this thing years ago, making helmets, they took me a while. Especially since I mostly did them using the Peppercura program. So, imagining gluing little pieces of paper together. You're like gluing. Then, you got to put resin, you got to cover it in Bondo, you got to put fiberglass, and then you got to worry about the freaking paper warping because of the resin. Regardless, even these 3D printers take days to print something, and not knowing what it is. The more detailed the object or the bigger it is, the longer it takes. Somebody reached out to me not too long ago on my last video. They commented saying, what am I doing for my prints to come out so fast? Because they have their printer saying it's going to take 6 days for their object to get printed. And I'm like, you're set in my mind. I'm thinking this, his settings are adjusted to a high level for a high quality detail. Regardless, the fact, no matter how high the quality of the detail, you're still going to get print lines. There's no way around it. There's no such thing as a smooth 3D print right off the bed. Ain't going to happen. It's never going to happen. Unless you're working with resin-based printers where it's a liquid and it comes out and it's already smooth. But when it comes to filament printers, never. So this guy, he's got his settings up too high. I put my settings at a normal base. That way I can get my prints done within 2 to 3 days, because regardless of the fact that these things are going to take a lot of sanding and a lot of work, and to get these things smooth, for anybody wanting to make something, or they want to order a 3D print and finish it themselves, it's not going to be just sanding. Like for me, let's say I have this piece. I'm not just going to up and sand it. I'm going to cover this whole thing in Bondo. I'm going to cover it all. That way I have a nice, smooth surface after I sand the Bondo. You can sand this thing until you're blue in the face. Literally, till you're blue in the face. It ain't going to get all the way smooth. So you gotta put some either body filler or spot putty. And don't worry about ever getting these things at a high setting. Never worry about that, because you're still gonna have to put a lot of work into it after you finish that stuff. It's gonna be a lot of work. It's better to have your print at a low setting, get your print out within 2-3 days max instead of 6 days. And then just do all the prep work and getting it nice and smooth. Regardless, there's a lot of sanding, no matter what. A lot of sanding. That's the main part in 3D printing, is sanding. Sanding and filling and sanding. Sanding and filling, sanding. Every time. At least you stayed out of trouble. Yep, Lisa stayed out of trouble. My parents, it's like they didn't want to hurt this face. I think you do an amazing job on all of them. Believe it or not, it took a long time. It took a long time to get all this stuff done and to figure out everything, because there are no tutorials out there. Especially a lot of these things are more speed tutorial. They don't say nothing. They don't write down things. They don't tell you what paints they use. They don't tell you how they do it. They don't tell you how many coats, how you're supposed to do it. and stuff. Like when I do my videos, at least I put lists of the materials that I use. I do time lapses because regardless, you don't want to see me just sanding. It would take too long to make a video if I didn't add the time lapse. I'd say, what is the grit I use of sandpaper? This filler primer. I'll tell you what helmets I actually use filler primer and which helmets I didn't. Like for the Pink Slayer helmet, you guys know in the video, if you guys have watched the video, I didn't use any filler primer on that one. That was just straight on body filler. Yeah, body filler and spot putty. That's it, just to fill in all those print lines. And then the rest was cake. Paint, like a regular primer, paint, then the clear coat, and then I did the black pinstriping, and then I added another lacquer coating of the gloss. That's the way to seal the pinstripe in it, and it came out nice. A lot of people have messaged me saying, it's amazing work. It's like, because most of the times they'll see prints, and you'll still see like some print lines and everything, and the paint looks rough. I can honestly say if I was starting out, also I probably would have had the same issue. It being rough, I was like, oh, this is good enough. But as I've gotten into this and done more, it's actually speeded up my time because now I know what I'm doing and what not to do, literally. How long did it take you from beginning to end to complete your King Tyranno helmet? What is the longest time and shortest time that you ever took to make a prop? Let's see. I know when I first started, it actually was a lot harder for me because when I was working on props, I was basically working with a jigsaw, a belt sander, one of those handheld ones, and a palm sander. And I think it was the Inuyasha sword that I made. It took a long time, and it was messy. If you saw the back porch of that house that I was living in at the time, if it wasn't for the color, you would have thought the porch was covered in snow. That's how much sawdust, because that's how I shaped my props. I would cut them flat and then shape the blade using the belt sander, and that thing made the biggest mess. I'm telling you, my hair was covered in sawdust, my clothes were covered in sawdust, the porch was covered in sawdust. My dad came home and he literally flipped. He flipped. Oh my God. I thought he was gonna beat me till I couldn't sit down. But that Inuyasha sword took me about I would say 2 weeks. Working straight through. Because working on wood, there's the pinholes, there's the knots, because there's never like a 100% clean piece of wood. There are always going to be some knots. There are going to be some pieces that are going to snap off of it. So working straight through, that one took me 2 weeks. I don't count costumes because they're not props, because costumes took me a lot longer. My shortest amount of time is recently. We're making these helmets. Pink's, let's see, the last video took me only 3 days. And the one that I worked on this week, that's for this Saturday's video drop. So make sure you guys actually see that video. It actually only took me also 3 days. So that is the longest and shortest time that it's taken me to make any prop. So, but before, when I started with helmets, they took me months. They literally took me months, just like it has taken months for a lot of other people that are doing it now. Regardless of the fact that some people have told me that they have people working with them. They're not making the helmets on their own. I'm by myself. I don't have friends to assist me. I don't have co-prop makers to help me out. Like, I'll do this, you do that, you do this. I'm doing it all by myself. Pablo, just the person I was talking about earlier. I was talking about you earlier, Pablo, because I was talking about an example about 3D printing. Um, Pablo, you understand English, right? Solo pregunto si tú sabes inglés. Okay, good. All right, Pablo, you remember when you were asking me about what do I do with my 3D printer for it to come out faster? Because you said that your 3D program was telling you it's going to take you 6 days. Am I right? That you said 6 days. All right. Just so you know, I think that the reason that your print is probably going to take you 6 days, it's either because your print is a high detailed print, like it's got a lot of different details, like small details, big details, or that it's because your printer settings, like the print layer, the layer height, the infill, and everything, is set so high because you want to eliminate too many print lines. Because if you have it set that high, that's the reason why the printer is gonna take so long, because it's moving a lot slower, because the higher the settings, the slower the machine goes. Let's see, full respect and admiration for your dedication to your creations. See, I know my. Let me pull up my program here because I can't do it by memory. Let me just pull it up. He could do so much. So much. Be excited to see how far he could go. I'm pretty excited to see how far I could go myself. All right, so let me just go into my processing, go to advanced. All right, just so you know, my my top layer is always 3, my bottom layer is 4, my parameter is 3. My infill is always about 10 to 15. And I have it always set at medium quality. Medium quality. I never go for high. I never go for high. And if you're worried about it not being good enough, regardless of the fact, there's always, like I said to everybody here a little while ago, there's always the fact of the matter that there's going to be a lot of sanding. There's going to be a lot of post processing work to get these helmets from looking like this with all these print lines and everything. It's looking as smooth as the helmets that you've seen me do in the videos. I have it set on medium settings just so I can get them off the printer within 2 to 3 days. I don't go for high settings. Never go for high settings, because regardless, you're still gonna have to do a lot of work. So, aw, Steph, thanks. So, um, Pablo, just for your settings, make sure to just put it at a basic setting. Don't go for something so high. That'll cut a lot of your print time in half. And so when I do the helmets, like since I do mostly Power Ranger, Sentai or Common Rider, my helmets are always divided in half into the part where they're supposed to connect. So let's say like this part right here took me about 16 hours. This no detailed piece took 16 hours. So you gotta imagine that. All right, Steph, hurry back. Steph, hurry back. Don't be going too long. So you gotta think about that way. There's gonna be a lot of work into finishing these helmets and getting them perfect. Like me, I use Bondo, I use spot putty, I use um, I use filler primer on a lot of the helmets. Anything to remove all of those print lines, or at least fill in those print lines, because no matter how much you sand, it's not gonna get rid of the print lines, especially if you have very, very small details and little crevices in your helmet. For example, as if you were to make a Master Chief helmet, which has little areas where you can't even stick your hand in, you're like the needle files and everything, and that's where like filler primer actually comes in handy to fill in those little gaps in those helmets. So you are not back. You're just saying that because I said hurry back. So yeah, it for your settings, just go light. Go light, don't go big. You want your prints to come out fast at a reasonable amount of time. I would say, something like that. Hey, no problem. That's why my channel is here, to help those out in their need in doing these things, because there was nobody when I started. There was nobody. I've asked for help and nobody wanted to give out their secrets. I'm here to share those secrets. I don't care. It's like, what's the harm? What's the harm? No harm, no foul. That's how it is. That's how it is. So I'm gonna be honest. I think the hardest part of it is always the sanding. The hardest part is always the sanding. I don't know if I could write a book. I'm more of a verbal person than somebody who can type down ideas. Um, I thought about once making a book on how to prep and work on like Sentai helmets. Uh, but I'm still trying to work on it because I still have a lot of ideas that I haven't done for the channel. Like I do want to do some vacuum forming for you guys. I just gotta get the funds to buy the parts, because I want to build a vacuum form. I don't want to buy it because those things are huge and expensive, and I don't have the room for it. You missed explanation of why nobody should do high settings on their 3D printing and should just do medium settings. Because regardless what settings, the only difference is time, because you're still going to have to do a lot of sanding. Filling, sanding, filling, sanding. Oh my God. It's the one thing I hate. It's like, and believe it or not, when I do these helmets, like I told you guys, I do this all on my own. I will start at about 10 o'clock in the morning because it's a pain for me to get up because I go to bed so late, like about 3 a.m. half the time. And I wake up around 9, start working at about 10, doing the Bondo, doing the sanding, and I will sand until it's like the end of the day. Because it's like not 1, 2, 3 Bondo, then sand, and then you're done. No. It's like sand it, smooth, find imperfections, fill those imperfections out, sand again, because sometimes you'll end up going back into the print layer and you see all those print lines and fill, sand, fill. El guada como es en mayo, debes poner una mesa y te asegura que los vendes todos. I actually had a table at a GuadaCon a couple years ago. I had a table there. I think it was about 2000 and I think it was 2014. I had a table, and I showed off the Iron Patriot armor that I made. It was a foam armor, but it didn't look like foam. So it was like, well, a lot of people can't afford the helmets and the parts that I make because of the price of like $300 for a helmet, $1,000 for a suit of armor in Puerto Rico. So it's not really that a lot of people can afford that type of stuff. And honestly, Puerto Rico is having more and more prop builders nowadays that are making their own cosplays, which I like that. It's like there are more people that are in the same thing that I do. You know, some people that you can communicate and trade ideas with half the time. Let's see. I notice in most of your videos that you do not wear gloves during your prop making. Are you not worried in coming into contact with hazardous substances? Well, since the things that I work with are not hazardous to the skin, I don't worry about it. But if I work with anything, like if I was to work with resin, I'm gonna be wearing gloves. If I work like fiberglass resin burns on contact with the skin because it starts to heat up, and half the time, even when I'm wearing gloves, I'll end up getting bondo on my arm, and it burns like a mother. But with bondo, I never get any on my hands because I've worked with the material so long. I never get anything stuck in my nails. I never get anything stuck on my hands. The only thing I get really covered in is dust. That's the only thing I really get covered in. And since I work outside, the good thing about me working outside is that when I work outside, the wind, I'm working in a section where the wind blows everything away to the side. Like if I have like a giant fan that blows everything the opposite direction, which I extremely enjoy. But I do have a fan downstairs, which I turn on, and it kind of blows everything away from me. So I don't end up getting anything stuck to my clothes, well, to my face mostly, because you don't want to breathe that stuff in. So, but yeah, I'm really hoping that the next video this one, after this one, I can start working on Deca Ranger. I'm hoping to start working on him. I ordered the material. Some of them is coming from eBay. Some of it is coming from Amazon. I already bought the paints for it. Right away, I bought the paints. I got the right colors that I needed. That's gonna be exciting. It is gonna be exciting, and it's gonna be awesome. I'm happy about it because I'm trying to get this thing finished and be the first one to post a Deca Ranger helmet. So far, nobody else has made one as that I know of. So I got my fingers crossed. In hopes that nobody beats me to the punch. Which part makers and design creators do you draw inspiration from their create? I don't draw inspiration from anybody. I mostly just look at their work and I admire what they do. And like some of the people that I are like my favorite prop makers don't even work in helmets, like Sentais and Common Riders. Like I do watch a lot of the YouTube channel Punish Props, and they mostly work in a lot of foam build armor. And I started watching them way after I started building foam Iron Man suits, because they didn't really have any. I didn't know about their channel until a long time after. So there was really never any tutorials. Like I see helmets and all of this stuff, yet there never tutorials on how to do it. So basically, I was on my own. I wanted to do this. I got to learn. I got to figure it out. I downloaded Peppercura Designer, searched files. The hard part was actually getting the size right, because I remember the first helmet I made was the Green Ranger helmet. A sucker was like this far away from my head. So I look like literally like you think those helmets that I make that are a little bit, because I got a small head. But regardless, that thing made it look like I was a freaking bobblehead, literally. Used to be. I used to be a photographer. I haven't done photography in about a little over a year. I haven't done maybe about 18 months. I haven't done any photography. So yeah, so I did photography for close to 20 years. Now I'm not doing photography anymore. So mostly what I'm doing is just making these props, recording them, putting them onto YouTube. That's basically my day in a nutshell, literally. I don't really do anything except for go to the movies once in a while, maybe go out to get a bite to eat. You know, I got to see what I'm gonna do in 2 weeks, because 2 weeks is my birthday. Would you ever go back to it after the restoration is done? After what restoration is done? I don't know. I don't know what you mean by restoration. Hey, what's up, Slifer Zucker? Thank you, thank you. Happy early 40th for me. Happy early 40th. The 40s, the 40s. Yet people tell me I don't look a day over 22. Look at the face. It just glistens. Look at it. Like the Santa Claus movie. To your area, I thought you quit because yeah, I basically yeah, but there's no restoration in my photography. It's not gonna happen. Sadly, my photography days have come to an end. You know. Yeah, I know what you meant, but there's really no point because I don't have the equipment to do it. You know, don't have the equipment. There are more and more photographers here on this island every day, so kind of, lost the business literally. Kind of lost it. So, and here in my area, it was already as tough as it was. Not a lot of people were looking for photographers. I did a lot of photo shoots with people. Mostly it was to keep, my photography juices and my ideas rolling. So I was always updating my portfolio, working with people that I knew, asking friends to model for me, so I could always have something new and fresh in my portfolio. But there's like no really real need for it right now because there's no work. Okay, that was the problem. That was the problem. I knew it was because of the hurricane, but I thought it was the destruction of the land. Didn't know it was. Yeah, basically, kind of lost everything. I only have one camera to my name right now. I only have one camera to my name and one light source, which I use for the videos of the live stream and everything. So that's all I have. I never thought. I always thought I was going to be doing photography, till like my dying day. But sadly, that's not the case. What was the first helmet you 3D printed? First helmet I 3D printed. Oh my god, that's a good question. What was? Oh, uh, the first helmet I actually 3D printed was actually a Lord Draken helmet. And I gotta say that thing took me so many tries to get it right because I couldn't figure out the settings. And I think I had like about 4 print fails in attempting to make that one helmet, and always kept coming out wrong. Uh, so I had to like check out my settings, try to dial in, print something smaller. Then I tried to print something small just to check the settings, and after like that, um, printed it. Finally came out right. And this was actually the time where I thought, and I even thought myself, that 3D printing was like 1, 2, 3, that things would come out fast and you're done. And boy, was I wrong. I was wrong. It was like it took forever. I'm like, I woke up the next morning thinking my print was gonna be done. I look at it, it's like not even halfway. I'm like, oh, like no, no. Shoot me now, shoot me. But luckily, with the settings that I had, it never takes me more than maybe 3 days max. Um, I think I had one take me 4 days. I'm not too sure. I don't remember if it did. But the thing is this, the more detailed the helmet and the higher the settings you do, the longer it's going to take. Also, the bigger the helmet, you know, like the bigger the piece, and the other factors, it takes forever. I think like I had one print. I did make a Spider-Man, like this guy right here. That's actually a 3D printed bust of Spider-Man Homecoming. So I actually made that. That took about, I think, 3 days in printing, nonetheless, nonstop, because that's actually printed in one solid piece, minus the base. The base was a separate piece altogether. That took about 13 hours for the base. So yeah, and with infill, it has all infill. None of that is hollow. None of that is hollow. Because if it was hollow, that thing would have messed up a long time ago. The game store near my house. It's actually a new store. They actually I made an arrangement with them that to show off my stuff. So we used it as a display piece for the release of the new Spider-Man game that came out. So a lot of people loved it. A lot of people loved it. So it was awesome. I wanted to sell it, but there's not much interest in 3D printed busts. That's not a collector's item. It's not a collector's item. So, maybe one day. But I do probably want to sell some of the helmets that I've made because I am running out of room. I'm running out of room here, and I don't want to look like a hoarder in my house. Yes, good old Napster. One day in the future, Oscar 3D printers will be super fast, hopefully still in our lifetime. Remember in the good old 90s how long it would take to download an MP3 song from Napster and the like. Oh yeah, I remember Napster, and I remember the other MP3 app called LimeWire. I don't know. You guys remember LimeWire? I remember LimeWire. That thing was actually pretty interesting. But yeah, how many of you guys are excited to actually see a first ever made Deca Ranger helmet? How many of you guys are actually excited for that? Because I'm honestly excited. I'm pumped. I saw the picture of the fan art. I showed it to Robert, and we both loved the character. We loved the whole thing. This is actually a commission helmet, so this is going to be a person cosplaying as the Deca Ranger. So of a new character being cosplayed, hopefully for the first time. But I strive to be the first to make this helmet. I want to be the first. He is charged. Yeah, the only thing about LimeWire and Napster was people downloaded without the fear of a virus, even though that thing had potential of giving your computer a virus. So yeah, I want to do that. It'll be great, to finish that off. If I can get the materials tomorrow, like they said, Amazon said by tomorrow. If I don't get it tomorrow, I'm gonna throw a fit. I swear. But anyway, I'm gonna see if I can get the material tomorrow. I'm gonna start printing that thing tomorrow, and hopefully I can have all the pieces done by Saturday night. If I can get all the pieces printed by Saturday night, Sunday I can start the post-processing of getting it finished. Speaking of LimeWire and Napster, who remembers the mini Discman? I think everybody remembers the mini Discman. Oh, anybody who was born like in 1980s and above. Anybody born in the 90s would not know what a mini Discman is. So, but yeah, that's the next thing. I want to finish that. Also, I did order some some PTEG plastic, that thermal plastic that they use for visors and everything. So I ordered that off of, excuse me, I ordered that off of eBay. You know, luckily I found a U.S. seller, because if I bought that in China, I wouldn't see that sucker for a month. So 1982, 1979. And any of you ladies in the room, don't give the year. Nobody needs to know your age. You know, we have respect for you girls. You know, we're not going to ask your age. I'm not going to ask. Going back, way back in the time. Looking forward to your next creation, Oscar. Well, the next creation is the one for this Saturday. So hopefully you guys like it. I know somebody else that's actually making one, I think the same, but he still hasn't finished it yet. So kind of happy to be showing this one off on Saturday. Now, I would drop the video earlier, but it's like I don't want to end up jumping too early on the video drops. I want to maintain that same day that I drop every video, because I've always been dropping Saturday and streaming on Friday, but today is not Friday. Today is Wednesday, and I'm streaming live with you guys. And I just hope that working on these next builds, a lot of you guys like it, and working on Deca Ranger coming up soon. Hopefully working on a bunch of other Sentai related props. I'm hoping to get my hands on a Gokai Saber 3D file. Hopefully I can get that, because I really want to build a Gokai Saber. Because I do plan on making a Gokai Yellow helmet. Because I already have the Gokai Red helmet that I have sitting here. It was the first 3D printing video that I made for you guys. It was a 3-video tutorial, basically how to prep your 3D printed helmets. If any of you guys have not seen that video of prepping helmets, I will see about putting a box somewhere over here later. And if you haven't seen it, you guys can go into my channel, look up basically the channel video log where it says 3D prints. It'll be basically the first video I ever made. Saying I either put Super Mega Force, which I know I got a lot of questions over. I got a lot of people asking me. It's not Super Mega Force, it's Gokai. So I know I got a little bit of hate from that, from using that name instead of Gokai in the beginning. But I couldn't change the thumbnail. I couldn't change that. It was already posted. It was already there. I would say I could change the title, but I couldn't change what was. I couldn't change the thumbnail, and I wasn't about to go edit a new thumbnail. Yes, I love Gokai Yellow. Gokai Yellow indeed. Black Panther Gaming. I hear you, bro. So yeah, guys. Can you believe it? It's already in 2 weeks. Literally in 2 weeks is gonna be my 40th birthday. I'm gonna be 40 years old. Oh my God, where does the time go? Where does the time really go? I don't really know. I still have no idea what I'm gonna do for my birthday. It's kind of hard to think what you're gonna do and plan. When you're pretty much alone or you don't got any friends to hang out with, because everybody lives so freaking far away. I haven't seen any people that I know since Comic-Con, and that was back in May. I haven't seen anybody since May. We're already in January of the new year. You have the Gokai Killer Ranger key. Woo. Well, thank you. I look young. I feel young too. I kind of behave young half the time. I can act like a child. I'm kind of goofy. Aging gracefully, Oscar. You still look youthful and energetic. And this is without caffeine in my system. I actually gave up coffee about a week ago. It's getting too hyper off of it. My my age is catching up with me, so I can't handle caffeine like I used to. All right, all right. So we're gonna go hunt for the elusive go-kart Ranger Yellow. She's somewhere hidden inside the morphing grid. It's your job to help me find her, catch her, and bring her out of the morphing grid. I'm so random, but yeah, I'm looking forward to making those helmets. I want to keep making them. I'm hoping to get some birthday money. I'm 40 years old. I'm still looking forward to birthday cash. I don't know why. I guess like part of me still hasn't grown up, especially the fact that there's no jobs around here. I do YouTube full time. I'm doing YouTube full time. If I wasn't doing it full time, I couldn't bring you guys a video once every week and live stream once a week. Even though this week I'm streaming twice, because today's not Friday. Today's Wednesday, so I'm gonna be streaming again on Friday. Yeah. Okay. Oh, speaking of which, Oscar, Hasbro is going ahead with the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 2017 film sequel. I don't wanna grow up. I'm a children's kid. All right. I think I have some smile wrinkles. I think I have smile wrinkles. There you go. See. Steph, we should always remain youthful attitude-wise. And if you can look youthful, it's a bonus. No more Toys R Us. So sad. It is a sad day. But now they're talking about bringing it back, but under a new name called Jeffrey's Toy Box. So it might not be Toys R Us in title, but it could be Toys R Us in spirit and in toys. I don't know. I still love toys to this day. I'm almost 40 years old. I still love toys. I want to play with the toys. I want to play home. Oh my God, I lost 2 subscribers. What the heck is wrong with the world? People are so mean. Stop rubbing it in about your young parents. I'm not rubbing it in. If anything, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Being looking youthful is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing, especially when you talk to people around your age and they think you're a freaking kid. Kate is still here. Kate is still alive. She's not sleeping, people. She's not napping. Right, Kate? You're not napping. You're not sleeping. I definitely want a new Soundwave toy. Speaking of the toys, I actually heard that there is an Optimus Prime toy out there that resembles the 1980s Optimus Prime toy that I had as a kid. Haven't seen it yet, but would love to see that toy. And so I hope, and if anybody here is not subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and smash the like button. Smash it. Help give me support to give me the encouragement to keep growing and keep going to make the videos. Because this is something I do full time. I do this full time. I like it. It's something new to me, and I'm making a lot of new friends here on not just in the YouTube community, but also in the streams. I'm making some good friends. I'm going to like Kate and Steph and Mighty Mask, or a few of the good friends that I've made here, and they're awesome. They are awesome people. Even though there's that Steph has a tendency of hiding underneath my window. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, she's hiding there half the time. I wake up in the morning, I hear somebody snoring, and it's Steph underneath my window. So, yeah. So I tell her she could always come in, but she never knocks on the door. What are you gonna do? You offer, but nothing. I don't think you could fit underneath my bed. I can't even fit underneath my bed. My shoes can't even fit underneath my bed. I'm like, I gotta keep looking. Like, not even my. That's right. Not even my shoes can fit underneath my bed. It was a sad day for everybody. But now Optimus has been reborn in the way he's supposed to look, like how he looked in the 1980s cartoon. That's the Optimus Prime I've always wanted. That one. The other one was cool, but this one is awesome. He shadows the other guy. The other Optimus Prime is like hiding underneath this new Optimus Prime shadow. That's all it is. That's all I got to say about that one. So what do you guys think I should do for my birthday? I know somebody suggested on Instagram. I was asking what suggestions do people have. Somebody said you should go out, have fun, have a blast. Another person said you should do a live stream on your birthday, and I was like, that's an interesting idea. Do a live stream on my birthday, because my birthday does land on a Thursday. And it's on Thursday. That's the end of this month on the 31st. So I don't know. I was like, I'm debating. I'm still thinking about it. I don't know if I should do a live stream. I'm not too sure, because that was the only time somebody suggested do a live stream on your birthday. I was like, I will see. I don't know if people are busy that day, because it is the middle of the week, like obviously today. But there are 9 people here. 9 people here. And I love the fact that even with just 9 people, I'm happy, because there's 9 people. If there's more in the future, I'll be ecstatic. I will do a happy dance and everything. I won't wear a tutu, but I'll do a happy dance. I have a mariachi band and piñatas for your birthday. I'm not actually into mariachi. Not my thing, really. No offense to Latinos out there. I'm just not really into Spanish music. And that's mostly because I was born in the States, so I mostly listen to English, pop, R&B, rock, stuff like that. Never really listened too much of Spanish music growing up. Yes, no tutu. No tutu for yoo-hoo, okay? So don't think about it. I'm talking to you, Steph. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out. I do know I want to go out to eat on my birthday. I don't want to be here and have some dinner at home. I do that every day. Who's Julio Iglesias? That probably hurt more me asking that question. Not even if you were to give me, if you paid me $1 million, maybe. But if you were to beg, no, I'm not wearing a tutu. I'm not James. James with Chelsea, he got him in a dress, got some makeup on him. I don't know if I could do it. Maybe if the circumstances were, like hanging out with friends and doing it. But I'm not randomly about to go wear a tutu. No. So yeah, like I don't even know who Julio Iglesias is. So sorry for that. I do apologize. I don't even know who that is. I know who Gabriel Iglesias is. That's Mr. Fluffy. That's Mr. Fluffy. Hey, it's Fluffy. Now that's a funny Latino. That's a funny Latino. You know? Kamen Rider is super. Wait. What? Wait, Black Panther. What was it? What are you talking about? Kamen Rider or Super Sentai? What? I don't know. That was like kind of random. What were you talking about? What do you mean by saying Kamen Rider or Super Sentai? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Don't know. I'm confused. He is Enrique Iglesias' father amongst many other kids from numerous relationships. Oh, I don't really know much of Enrique Iglesias. I've heard the name. I just never listened to his music. Oh, which do I prefer? I don't have a choice. I like them both. They both have their pros and their cons when it comes to Sentai and Rider series. V Midget! Oh my god. Where have you been? I haven't seen you in so long. Where you been? Aside from Green Ranger Shield, do you plan on making on other Ranger Shield tutorials? Maybe. I think when it comes to the Ranger Shields, if somebody wants to sponsor the video on making those, I will do it because like I said, it does take money to make these videos, and some of the materials for some of the shields are a little more expensive, and I have to be ordered online. For example, the shield for Dino Thunder for the White Ranger, that's not actually the same kind of material as in the Gold Ranger. I mean, or Gold Ranger, or even for the Green Ranger, because it's more of a fabric-y material. The one for Dino Thunder White, he has more of a kind of a leather type of look, like more elastic, kind of shiny urethane type of thing. So that's actually more expensive, so it's kind of hard to find. So in order to do those videos, somebody would actually have to sponsor the video so I can actually get the material for it. Most likely, if I do make it, I probably would end up selling the armor later on because I probably wouldn't have the room for it. But I would do tutorials of it if anybody's interested in sponsoring a video, the making of some shields, because I would love to make those shields and show people how to make them. Unlike when I was starting, because oh my god, do you know how hard it is? In fact, you probably already know this. How hard it is to find just a freaking template to make the Green Ranger shield, because there are no templates for anything else. There's one template out there for the Green Ranger shield. One out of so many things, nobody's ever made a freaking template or a tutorial on how to do this. Nobody wants to share the secret. Nobody wants to share how you do this stuff. They're like, buy it from me. I'll make it for you. Yeah, I'll help you out. I'll hook you up. Like, yeah, you hook me up taking like all my money. That's not a hookup. So what I missed? Oh, don't know. I just didn't know when you were going live. Yeah, I did send out some messages. I sent it out on Twitter. I sent it out on Instagram. I did put it on Facebook. So I kind of shared it. So I don't know if you got it or if you got an. I don't know if did you ever click the notification bell to be notified? Because I know YouTube has kind of been messing up when it comes to the notifications, because I've heard a lot of YouTubers have that issue that people are not getting notified. So if you didn't get the message, I'm sorry. But don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit it. You got to smash it. Show your love and your support. And if you smash it, I'll love you forever. What's your Instagram? I don't use Twitter. Tweet. My Twitter is Oscar Lorea 39. It should be in the description, so I'll just type it in here for you. Hold on, let me just tap it in here. Oscar Lorea. 59. All right, it's right there. Right there. Take a look. Let's see. It would be cool to see you make Green Ranger there's Power Sword of Darkness. I haven't made it for a video, but I have made about 3 of them in the past. I actually did make 3 of the Sword of Darknesses. Sword of Darkness, not darkness. Let's see. I've seen templates for the Ranger Shield on the RPF a ways back. Might be hard to find now. Yeah, trust me. I only seen it once, and it's the same template wherever you go. It's on the RPF. It was on Google, but you really gotta search. You put template, you don't see nothing, but you really gotta go like through pages and pages and pages and pages and pages and pages, and to find it. And you'll be lucky if you find it. Literally, you'll be lucky if you find it. It's like finding a needle in a morphing grid haystack, literally. So if you guys want to see tutorials of building the armors, like the chest shields, let me know if you guys want to see those type of videos. I know my channel is mostly about 3D printing cosplay, but I can make an exception to making these shields because I know I can actually add some 3D printed parts to some of the shields. So, like the little diamond in the middle of the Green Ranger, I could actually 3D print that sucker if I wanted to. But I'm not going to for this video because, I got to show you guys on how to make your own because not everybody has a 3D printer. We don't all have one. Let's see, it's just me or it seems the connection is... I don't know. You tell me. If it's lagging, you tell me. Because I don't know from this end. Let's see, make the Saba White Ranger sword. I really do want to make one. I did start the head. But sadly, I ran out of material. I only had enough material to make Saba's head. Tiny little thing. Yes, I'd love to see how foam armor is made, especially Power Ranger stuff. All right. Cool. Followed on both Instagram accounts. Nice. Can you feel love tonight? It's good on my end, Mighty Mask. All right. So I'm good for now. So yeah, so a lot of the builds that I'm going to be working on, like I'm going to be working on Deca Ranger soon. I did get an order for him, so I'm going to be using that commission to make a video for you guys to see the building of the first ever Deca Ranger helmet. At least I'm hoping to be the first because I want to get it out. Like I said, I want to get it out by next Saturday. I want to get that out by next Saturday. So I'm hoping I get all my materials in by then. So also maybe finish that Draken helmet that I showed you that comes in the multiple pieces. So I want to make that. I want to finish that one off because it's just sitting here and it's not finished and it's screaming out, "Finish me, finish me." So, but like I said, if any of you guys want to sponsor a specific video, let me know if you guys want to sponsor a specific video. Be it for a gold Zeo Ranger armor, shield, Dino Thunder shield, any type of shield, really. I do know how to make these in the style of how they have made the shields in Japan. I had a friend of mine show me how it was done. So I'm fortunate to know what he did, what he used, and how he used it. And, but like I said, the materials are a little bit more expensive than normal elastic material because it's more of a shiny material or matte, depending on the shield. But those things have to be ordered online. You can't find them in your local fabric shop or craft store. Um, it's got to be special ordered on eBay. Tried it on Amazon, but they don't ship because it says they need special handling because it's very sensitive material, I guess. Sensitive. Uh, it's not lagging for me. I thank you, Seth, for the here on the end. Perfect on my end. All good. Please just reset the connectivity on my phone. See you Friday. Good night, brother. Good night, Pablo. And remember, don't forget, check your settings. Try to get them a little bit lower. And remember, knowing is half the battle. Name that series. Name that series, guys. And knowing is half the battle. And people say you don't learn nothing when you're a kid by watching too much television. I don't think so. Learn some of the best stuff on TV, even if it's a cartoon. Oh, look at this. I got 3 new followers. Awesome. 3 new followers on Instagram. One of them is Kate. Kate. That's right, Steph. G.I. Joe. Yo, Joe. I don't think they could give me a copyright strike for that. I didn't sing the song. Just screaming out the thing. Did you ever watch the Avatar? Of course I did. Who didn't really? I saw that thing on Nickelodeon all the time. I saw it from the beginning all the way to the last episode. When Aang finally defeated the Fire Lord. I like that one better than the one with Katara. Katara wasn't really. I didn't like that series of Avatar compared to the first one. No offense to that. I just didn't. It just kind of lagged at a snail's pace. My favorite Avatar. Who's your favorite Avatar? Let's see if I. Who's my favorite Avatar? That's a good question. That's another good question. Who is my favorite? Oh crap! I know who it is, but oh my god, his name is on the tip of my tongue. It's my favorite was the one that was always leading Aang, into becoming the Avatar. Basically, the last Avatar spirit leading Aang. He was awesome because he was actually a firebender, so actually pretty cool. Knowing that. Yeah, Roku. There you go, Roku. Yeah, so I like him a lot. He was cool. He was cool. Avatar Roku for the win. Should have been easy for me to remember because his name sounds like Goku, and I like Goku. Goku's cool. Hashtag Goku for the win. So yeah, let's see. My favorite Avatar is Korra. V Midget Roku is beast. Legend of Korra was okay. Not great, but wasn't bad at all. A little too serious and down. For me, it kind of lagged. I was like, I couldn't. When it was on, I wasn't pumped to see the next episode. I wasn't like, I was like, it's this day. We're gonna watch some Avatar. No. In the beginning, I thought it was gonna be as good as the first one, but I'm kind of disappointed a little bit. It was kind of disappointing. You know, not to mention it was short. It was really short lived. It didn't last that long. I guess there weren't that many fans for Korra compared to the original. So yeah. So Slifer Slacker, you want to see more shield builds. You want to see more Sentai shield builds. Okay. Like, who else would you want to see? What other shield would you want to see built? Yes, you're one of a kind. You're one of a kind. You stand out. I love that. It's just yep. So, you guys are ready for the next build? You guys are ready for Deca Ranger? You're ready for maybe another Lord Draken build, but a different version of it? Because so far you guys already seen Evolution 2. I don't know if I'll ever make Evolution 3, because Evolution 3 basically is just, you know, it's just extra horns on Evolution 1, really. It's not really that much of a difference in the crown, except for like those 2 added horns. Do you know what's next after this new one? After what new one? After the new helmet? Aren't you anything another Ranger series on Netflix? I have no idea. I don't have Netflix. Um the next helmet, I don't know. I don't really know. If I do when I do make Deca, I do want to make a helmet from the new Sentai series that's coming out in Japan. Probably gonna make red, the Red Ranger from that series, from the new Sentai series that's gonna be coming out. So I do have the file for that one, so that could probably be a next one. Other than that, I think these are the builds that I would love to make for you guys. I want to make Deca. I want to make that Red Ranger from the new Sentai series. Sometimes I forget how to say the name, so I'm not going to say the name. All I know is Ryu something. Obviously, the shield, the Green Ranger shield, the tutorial on how to make the Green Ranger shield, along with what tools to use and everything. After that, I do want to try and make another Common Rider helmet. I want to make a Saba saber. I want to make a Gokai sword. There's just so many things I have on my bucket list to make for you guys. I want to see how he does the Deca Ranger visor. Yes, the Deca Ranger visor is basically the same technique I use for the other Ranger visors, except for, you know, instead of being on the inside of the helmet, it's going to be on the outside. So, but you know, you guys will get to see that. So it looks hard, but it's not as hard as you would think. So we're good with that. It's not as hard as you would believe. It's not that hard. So you know what's next? No, yes, yes, B they are. And also with that video of the Deca Ranger helmet, you'll be able to figure out on how to do the other SPD Ranger helmets. So it should come in handy for like more if anybody ever plans on doing a SPD Ranger, at least you can see how I do the visor. Just for future references, if you guys ever decide to, become the Shadow Ranger, SPD, red, blue, green, pink, yellow, you know, orange, like that in that one episode, the orange SPD Ranger. So yeah, that video, this video will help out with people trying to figure out that advisor. So we'll see. Um, but yeah, but I'm still trying to see if anybody else wants to sponsor. So because so far we have sponsors for the Shield. We have sponsors for the Shield. Thanks to Slack for Slacker, and a bunch of other people that donated that actually made enough. Like Steph donated, Robert donated, Slack for Slacker donated, Jeremy. Oh no, Jeremy did not donate. I forgot. Who else? There was somebody else that donated as well, and the amount that they donate was actually able to get the materials. I did order the fabric for the Green Ranger Shield. I'm waiting for that to also come in the mail. They don't sell that 4-way stretch material here. It's something you could barely ever find anywhere. Usually you can only find them probably in Joann's, but we don't have a Joann's here. So I'm gonna see if I can get that. I'm just waiting for it to come in the mail, to get that, to be working on it. But if you guys if anybody else here wants to sponsor a video of a specific helmet or prop that you want to see made, let me know here in the chat that you want to sponsor for a specific build, and we can see about making that build happen if you decide you want to sponsor for that specific build. So I think everybody died. The chat is quiet. Everybody's dead. I would love to see you make a Psycho Ranger helmet. Yeah, that's actually been very like a lot of people have actually asked me that. A lot of people say I want to see a Psycho, especially since the last stream I did. I was like hashtag Psycho Ranger Green, stuff like that. Yeah, seeing a few people in the chat said, I want to see that. I want to see this. So, Fallen Angel, how you doing? Apparently, Steph knows you. Awesome. I hope you had a great day. We are here talking about the future of, what are we going to be doing on the channel here. So, if you don't know, Amanda, basically I do a lot of replica props, helmets, and armors, and I actually show people how they can actually make these things at home. Even if you don't have a 3D printer, I do show, the steps and videos of how to make these things. If you actually look behind me, these are actually some of the things that I've made in the past. These are all 3D printed helmets. So I'm going to be working on another one. I actually have a video dropping off later this week. And yes, Black Panther, maybe we will see a Green Psycho Ranger helmet soon. Maybe red, maybe blue, maybe pink, maybe yellow. Even though she looks a little bit on the goldish side because it's like a metallic yellow. I'm glad you're doing good, sweetie. Oh, you can feel the love. People's calling people sweetie here. That's nice. That's so nice. That's so nice. So yeah, I hope everybody here is doing good. I hope everybody's still doing well. You're awake. You had your coffee or your dinner or your breakfast, depending on what side of the world you're on. So yeah, gonna be working on that. So like I said, if anybody want to be a sponsor, I'm sure Kate and Steph can give you information about that. They are the two moderators here. Psycho Red and Yellow are my favorites. Do you have an airbrush and a compressor, or do you use the aerosol? At the moment, I use the aerosol cans because I think it's shows people a little bit easier how to do these things at home. Because not everybody has the money for an air compressor. So just because, and also, so pe- this is something people don't think is true. That just because you're using aerosol cans doesn't mean you can't get the highest quality of look at your products, because these helmets right here were all done with aerosol paint cans. Nothing was done with an um, air compressor, airbrush, none of that. This was all done by aerosol cans, and they look as pristine as they would if you got them done using airbrushing techniques. So I would suggest, don't think just because it's airbrush, it's the best way. You can still get that same look, even using the aerosol cans. Because if I can do it, you guys can do it. Trust me. I am no one special that making something out of nothing. Anybody can do what I do. You just gotta believe that you can do it, and just look at the videos that I make, and it shows you that you guys can do this. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3, and ABC, literally. 1, 2, 3. All right, enough of the dancing. Enough of the dancing. But yeah, um, Steph, Kate, if you guys want to explain to the people about the sponsoring, what sponsoring the channel does. So if you guys want to share that information, I'd be very appreciative. Let's see. On the channel, you have the join button as well to join support Oscar. You're amazing at an Oscar. Not everyone can do it. Believe me, anybody can do this as long as you do. If you think in the positive way that you can do it, you can do it. It's not something that is going to take you decades to learn. And I'm just helping out because people weren't there for me when I started out, and I think for the channel, doing this kind of stuff helps the people out, answering those questions that nobody else will answer or don't have the time to answer. It's just not fair. I want people to be able to do the stuff, be able to do something instead of having to spend so much money and hiring somebody else when they can take just a fragment of that cash and just do it themselves. All this is time, effort, and positivity that you can do it. Well, trust me, the way I think is actually kind of a support to the other YouTubers that I watch and admire, because they actually kind of help me, want to do this. I've never spoken to any of them directly, but the fact of the matter is, like the YouTubers that, kind of gave me inspiration to do this is like, oh my gosh, there's James the Fam, there's Mo Sargi, Chelsea Luna, and now the new one, Chris Starr. She's actually been doing she did a couple of videos with James and Omar, and the positivity and the camaraderie and the friendships that they built in this thing with YouTube just inspired me to do it, because I wanted to make friends. I wanted to show what I can bring to the table, share the knowledge that I have, and try to try to compact it in at least like 10 to 15 minute video, which is hard when you have so much things that it takes days to do, and you try to compact it into about 10 to 15 minutes long videos. And trust me, it ain't that easy. And I try not to be boring. But I feel like half the time I'm boring. So yeah, and surprisingly, somebody actually I don't know why. I don't know why. Somebody even like since like they knew it was my birthday coming up in 2 weeks, and they like literally like saw my they had my email address, and they bought me a Amazon gift card for my birthday and said use this gift card to support your channel for future for like at least one video. I was like, wow. I was like, you didn't really have to do that. I was like, I wasn't even expecting somebody to do something like that. You know, I was like really shocked. It felt nice. It felt nice because I was like, yeah, you don't think you make much of a difference. You don't think people are watching, getting that attention that they they want to watch you and everything, and to know somebody actually loves your videos, especially recently finding out that one of my favorite YouTubers was watching my videos, and I've only been doing this for a few months now, actually gives me more pride in what I'm doing, and want to keep going. Want to keep doing it. And you guys actually want to watch. You guys are actually enjoying the stuff that I'm doing. Making the Power Ranger helmets, making the Common Rider helmets. Soon to be making the Green Ranger shield tutorial for you guys who are thinking about making a Green Ranger cosplay, or maybe cosplaying as SPD Green and wearing the Green Ranger shield. So, gonna see about doing all that stuff. But we're gonna see. We're gonna be trying to do my best to do all of this. Keep doing it because I'm trying to bust out a video once every week. Plus doing the live streams once every week. Like basically Fridays do the live stream. Even though today's Wednesday, I decided to go live today. I just felt like I wanted to connect with you guys to see how everybody was doing since I haven't heard from anybody in a while, minus Steph, because Steph is everywhere I go, so I can't go anywhere without running into Steph. She's actually right behind the window, She's like right there on the other side of the window. She's like there, hiding. Let's see. There's a really nice looking green color I want to do for my helmet. Can't get it with aerosol cans, so I might save up. I bet you can get it in an aerosol can, but you're gonna have to get it as a custom mix. You have to get it done as a custom mix, because I know a lot of paint shops that work in auto body painting. If you take a color, and then they give you a book of colors, and you find what matches the color that you have, and they can actually make that mix and put it into aerosol cans. I'm trying my best, dude. I'm trying my best. I'm doing what I can. I'm doing what I can, and trying to have fun while I do it. That's what's important. To have fun with what you're doing. If you're not having fun, you shouldn't be doing it. Plain and simple. If you love what you're working on, it's not really work because you're loving every minute of it. So yeah, I'm almost 40, guys. I'm almost 40. 40 years old in 2 weeks. Literally, 2 weeks I'll be 40. Who's gonna take me out for my birthday? Who's gonna take me out? Anybody? Anybody want to take me out for my birthday? Any takers? I agree, 100% agreed. All right, Steph, drive all the way over here. I'll be 25 in July. Oh, you're still so young. You're so young. But I'm 1,500 miles away. Yes. 15. I used to walk 15 miles to school every day. Uphill. In the snow. With no shoes. Remember hearing that kind of story from your grandparents as a kid? You work 15 miles to school every day in the snow, uphill, no shoes, no shirt. 40 is the new 20. Well, at least I feel 20. At least I feel 20. I think I probably feel 20 now more than I did when I was 20. When I was 20, I felt like I was 16. Like the Benjamin Button kind of thing. I'm getting older, yet I don't feel my age, you know? Probably when I'm 50, I'll feel 30, maybe 35. I was like, oh. I was like, go to the store and be like, aren't you a little young to be here? Like, no, maybe. But yeah, 40 is young, and people who are young looking rarely look age. My mom is coming up for 70. She's got told she looks. Well, I'm probably gonna end up with the same look as your mom. I'll probably end up being when I am 70, I'll look like I'm 40. So probably I'll still look like this a little bit. Maybe just like a few little extra wrinkles. Would you agree that the Titanium Ranger is an extra ranger and not a sixth ranger? Good question. That's actually a good question. I don't really know. You know, the Titanium Ranger, I don't know. I kind of liked him better when he was dressing up as Psycho Silver. I think I look older than I am. Yeah, really? No, you don't. I've seen some pictures of you, and you don't look old. Oh, that is amazing, Kate. Your brother looks at your age. I say he's the sixth ranger. So tell me, what does everybody have planned for the rest of their week? Does anybody have any plan for their weekend? Are you going to be doing anything fun? You're going to be going anywhere? You know, are you guys going to be playing in the snow? If you guys have snow, I don't know if you guys have snow. Over here, it's still no snow. It's all tropical weather here. Palm trees, sandy beaches, blue water, all of that good stuff. I kind of miss the snow, and I miss the changing of the leaves. I miss all that stuff. I kind of say fall is my favorite time of the year. That's awesome, dude. Always good to hang out with the family. It's always good. What about everybody else? What about you over there? And you. What are you guys doing for the weekend? Because come on, it's already Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. We're almost at the weekend. You know, anybody got any plans? My mom's brother is coming, and my mom's cousin and his wife. So I will see them on Saturday. Awesome! More family get together. Fun! All right, Black Panther. Check you out, and I'll see you on Friday. If you make it to the next live stream, I'll see you on Friday then. We'll see what we talk about then. You know, maybe something random. Maybe I'll do a sneak peek of the helmet. Of the helmet I got for Saturday. Maybe. Psycho Silver was my favorite. Psycho Silver. Hope it's good, Kate. Let's see. So what's everybody else doing? So far we got people hanging out with family. Steph, I know you're probably going to be home because that's what you tell me. That's the majority of what you do. Because you're with your mom all the time. Like I said, see? I called it. And what about you, Slifer Slacker? What are you doing this weekend? Besides probably wondering when the video of the Gold Ranger Shield tutorial will be released. Me, I'm going to be working on another helmet. Hopefully, if the materials get here tomorrow. If they get here tomorrow. If. I hope. There, Dundonald means from Dundee in Scotland. So yes, I will. My mom is Dundonian as well. They love to talk and drink. Thanks. She was in the hospital for 4 nights. Yes, I remember. I was keeping you company in the chat on Twitter while you were talking, while you were taking care of your mom. So I'm glad that she's finally home. So many messages. Yes, and appreciate that so much. My pleasure. My pleasure. Got to be there for people. And do we still have our new friend here? Is our new friend here? Is Amanda still here? Because I don't see Amanda chatting. Maybe she's just watching. I don't know. Could she be watching? Could she be listening? Could she be gone and sleeping? We don't know. And knowing it would be half the battle if we knew. Yes, she's home. Okay, she's about the same. So she did have like a little bit of a rough day today, right? So she kind of had a little bit of a problem. Wasn't doing that too good today. Let's see. We'll be attending a barbecue birthday party on Sunday. Yeah, she was tired of E, so she was better than earlier. I was worried. Well, at least she's better than earlier. She's okay right now. And Mighty Mass, save me some ribs. Save me some barbecue ribs on Sunday. You know, I love me some barbecue ribs. Those are delicious. I love me some barbecue ribs. So make sure you save me some. If anything, you can bring me back a burger. Bring me back a burger. I highly appreciate that. I would love me a burger. Love me some burgers. Damn it! Now I'm hungry. Actually, no. Now I'm craving food. I'm not hungry. I'm just craving food. That's not good. I want to get fat. So, all right, guys. So, what are you guys gonna do for the rest of your night? Right now, it's over here. It's 10 o'clock. So it's about 2 hours into the stream. So, so far, you guys know I do have these two helmets here. I'm actually gonna be working on the Draken, the new one with the 4 pieces. Also, gonna be editing the video for this Saturday's video drop. I already finished the helmet, so basically I just have to go straight up and edit. So I'm gonna edit that video. Hopefully, if I can get the material for Deca Ranger, I'm gonna be recording the printing process. Not all of it, because actually that would take a long time. So I'm gonna see about doing a time lapse of that. Add it to the video. That way I can add some other things. I can't add footage. There's no stock footage of Deca Ranger because it's only in the comic books of Dragon of the Soul from Boom Comics. So I'm going to see about doing that. Working on that helmet, editing the video, dropping off, going live again on Friday night, which is always 6 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. So, like, if you do the math, like right now it's 10 o'clock, so show the difference from when I started today, because today I started 2 hours ago. So I started at 7, so now it's about I started at 8, so it's like 8, 9, 10, so 10. Some of you are 4 hours ahead, some of you are like an hour back. So just make sure to do the math so you don't miss out on the stream thinking 6 o'clock your time. What is the time there in Puerto Rico? Right now it's 10 p.m. Right now it's 10 p.m. here in Puerto Rico. And so it's pretty much the end of the day. It's 10 o'clock at night. So it's day's already over. The day is over. So yeah, now you guys know Deca Ranger is next. I'm waiting for the materials for the armor of Green Ranger. That way I can make that. Those are going to be some of the upcoming videos, as well as perhaps working on this Draken, trying to show how it can be put together in the 4 pieces with magnets and everything. So, and give it that nice shiny look. And I'm hoping to get a red metallic visor material. Like if anybody wants to sponsor that, because I do want to get that, because a dark red visor would look awesome on Draken, an awesome one. That'd be an awesome thing to get, but it's hard to find. It's kind of expensive because you need a big piece. Because I know on Etsy they set up like this small, and that's too small of a piece for a visor, really. It's like what can you really do with this small of a piece? They don't even offer bigger sizes of that visor material, which is, in my opinion, is not fair. It's like if you want to do Draken or like the Dino Thunder White Ranger, you need a bigger visor material than something, the size of a 5x7 photo. These visors are small, and also when it goes rounded, it's a little bit taller than that size. It's a little bit longer. Okay, Oscar, I will say some ribs as well as some hamburger for you, bro. Thank you. I love me some hamburger. But guys, I am going to end the stream now. It's already about 10 o'clock, so we've been here for about 2 hours. I was originally only going to do it for 1 hour. So gonna cut it right now. It's already the end. So far, you guys know what to expect. Coming up is the Deca Ranger helmet. I'm gonna show you guys how to make it and how to, what materials to use, as always, to make sure that you guys know that you guys can do this, and that anything is possible. Anything is possible as long as you know and you think positive. So you got to think positive in doing this. I'm going to show you how to do it. So you got to follow me and learn, and you're going to be able to do this on your own at home. Bob the Builder, help me fix it. So I want to thank you guys who stayed from the beginning all the way to the end of the stream. I want to thank you 5 lovely people for joining me here today. And I hope to see you guys again this coming Friday when I go live again. And if you guys have any questions, if you guys have any curious notions about other props that you guys want to build, but you don't know where to start or where to get your materials from, make sure to bring those questions on. And if you got friends that enjoy live streams, enjoy talking, and enjoying having fun, bring them with you. Force them if you have to. Tie them down, put them over your shoulder, drag them over here. But seriously, I want to thank you guys for joining me. I hope to see you again soon. I will talk to a few of you guys maybe later tonight and throughout the week. And I will see you back here. Remember, 6 o'clock standard time. So remember, you guys are a few hours ahead of me. Make sure about it. Just check on Google. You will know the time. If you could be a ranger of any color, color, season, doesn't matter. What color would you be? I will answer this before I go. I would want to be the Gold Zeo Ranger. That's who I would love to be. He is one of my top favorites. But I want to thank you guys again. I'll talk to you guys later. If you guys are following me on Instagram or Twitter, make sure that you can always message me, send me a tweet, send me a DM on Instagram of any questions that you got. I'll make sure to answer you as fast as I can. So you guys take care. God bless and have an awesome day tomorrow. And I'll see you on Friday. All right. Take care, guys.